America wants to know, where's the fence? Now you can find out. There are more than 20 million illegal aliens in the United States. Since 1986, the Congress has passed laws that promise to end invasion across our southern border. Promises made, promises broken. They haven't done the job they need to do.
Mr. Secretary, Julia Malone of Cox Newspapers. As you probably know, there are a lot of people who are quite skeptical that it's real this time. They've experienced the 1986 legislation, and there are some who are saying, show me first.
Well, I'm sympathetic with expressions of skepticism. I mean, I understand why people have those feelings of skepticism, because if you look back over the last 20 years, we haven't really done the job we need to do.
And they still haven't. On October 26, 2006, President Bush signed the Secure Fence Act of 2006, requiring DHS Secretary Chertoff to build at least 700 miles of double-layered fence along the Mexican border. Did he do it? Where is the fence? On December 7, 2007, a date that will live in infamy, DHS Secretary Chertoff told the public he had built 185 miles of new border fence and that he was going to build another 386 miles in 2008. Texas Senator Kay Bailey Hutchinson was impressed. A few days later, she wrote an amendment that gave the DHS Secretary total discretion as to what kind of fence to build and where. It passed. She had killed the Secure Fence Act of 2006. The only problem is Chertoff was lying. He hadn't built 185 miles of new border fence. It was more like 75 miles. And there is very little chance that he will build 386 miles of new Mexican border fence this year. New York Congressman Peter King told a Houston Chronicle reporter that Hutchinson's amendment was, quote, a midnight massacre. It was absolutely disgraceful. Peter Shea has been fighting for open borders for decades. He told the Houston Chronicle that the Hutchinson measure would force DHS back to the drawing board. Building the fence is back to square one, lawyer Shea said. He said he would see DHS in court. Once again, the government lied about the border, and the open borders crowd intervened to stop enforcement. The mainstream media didn't report this deception. They don't want you to know. But where can you get the truth? For more than a year, one organization has been checking on the border fence.
Granite Construction seems to be busy at work, but there's no way that they're going to finish this by Sunday. Would you agree? I agree.
It's called Operation Beef, or Border Enforcement Evaluation First. If the government was going to beef up the border, Operation Beef would ask, where's the beef? Many people talk about the border, but only American Border Patrol does something about it.
Yeah, the vehicle barrier here is kind of spotty. Kind of starts and stops, starts and stops.
Really ineffective.
Look at that. Okay, there's a perfect, hold on, let me shoot this. Okay, you can see where there is vehicle tracks coming out of Mexico going right through the wash area.
Once a month, it flies a specially equipped airplane from Texas to California, recording what it sees. Now, you can see for yourself in a new video called Where's the Fence? The Truth About the Border. The video is a complete survey of the border town by town, from Fabens, Texas to San Diego, California. El Paso, Columbus, Douglas, Naco, Lachiel, Nogales, Sassabee, Lukeville, Yuma, Mexicali, Jacumba, Tecate, San Diego. See for yourself what is happening and where. And it is up to date. Its latest survey was completed on January 17th, 2008. You will see where the fence is and where it isn't, and you will see why a fence is needed. At about 11 p.m., a group of people was observed approaching the border from Mexico. As they approached, they disappeared, probably in a deep wash. The person in the foreground is probably a coyote, and there may be two. ABP watched this person for nearly an hour. ABP notified the Border Patrol of this sighting, saying we thought it was around 15 people.
And this
Go
demonstrates.
right.
You can't demonstrate why you need a wall better than this right here. You can't.
They crossed 2 washes, and now they're laid up.
And just in just a minute or so, it just all hell breaks loose. And this is where the William Tell Overture should start playing.
Oh, look at this. There's a lot of them there, man.
They're going everywhere.
Really?
I mean, everywhere. It looks
Agent's
like they're
still on the
running
tree
line.
line. You might want to
They
bust
go
out of that tree line
everywhere.
and start running north.
Look at them all. And they just scatter everywhere. And there's no way in the world. You have to bring 50 agents out to catch them all. Because they're on the side of the mountain. And look, they're starting to spread out everywhere.
Spread out.
And there's a marathon runner out in front, way out there.
Look at that.
There's a mountain climber going way up. He's a good 200 feet above them already. I mean, and they go everywhere. And you tell me how 5 agents are going to catch all those people tonight.
They
You
can't.
Omaha
You can't.
10869.
You can't. That's why.
They're calling for a helicopter. They can't find a helicopter.
And the helicopter doesn't come
Omaha
out.
10869.
They say Omaha later on.
Omaha.
They say Omaha will not be available.
Omaha, it's too windy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're going everywhere. They're
They
everywhere.
may have
I had to
switched
back out
freaks.
to cover them.
Try calling it direct on 21.
I mean, it's just.
Simple.
So the virtual fence detected them, did it not?
Right?
The virtual fence picked them up.
Yeah.
Now who's going to round them up?
And you can measure the fence yourself. A special data DVD has hundreds of photos tied to actual Google Earth locations. You can decide who's telling the truth, the Department of Homeland Security or American Border Patrol's Operation Beef. Not only that, you will get detailed maps showing where the border fence is and what type it is. So don't get left in the dark. Get armed with the truth. For a small $50 donation to this nonprofit organization, you will receive a tax deduction and both DVDs. You will not forget seeing them for the first time. Call 1-800-600-8642 today and order your DVD set of Where's the Fence? The Truth About the Border. It is time that the American people armed themselves with the truth. It is time for you to get Where's the Fence? The Truth About the Border. Call 1-800-600-8642 or send a check or money order for $50 or more as a tax deduction to American Border Patrol, 2160 East Fry Boulevard, number 426, Sierra Vista, Arizona, 85635.